Welcome to the Getting Started with Pyramid video series. This video describes how to use the drop zones in Discover for analysis of reports. Drop zones provide the ability to intelligently navigate your data by displaying your metrics, members, and hierarchies with a drag and drop interface. In this video, we will add items to drop zones and explore the variations in drop zones between visualizations. From the Welcome screen, we will select New Discovery. Now we are ready to build our report. We will drag and drop chips from our measures and elements panel into our drop zones to build our analysis. We have two options for interacting with drop zones. One is the visual option within Discover Canvas. The second is a drop zone panel off to the right of our workspace. We will start by selecting a hierarchy and dragging it onto the grid icon in the Canvas workspace. When we do this, we see that Pyramid uses intelligence behind the scenes and selects the best drop zone in our panel for this item. This is a great shortcut for users. For my selected item, the manufactured chip was placed in rows. Now I'll add a measure. When I select my measure chip, Pyramid again suggests the best drop zone location. In this instance, my measure was added to columns and values. I'm going to add a second value. This time, I'm going to take my measure and drag into the color drop zone. I can drag and drop chips right to the drop zones, or I can use a canvas menu in the middle of my workspace. The color drop zone will give me a range of colors based on the values in the measure. Users can adjust color by selecting the color menu. Click on the color menu to expand a host of color display options. For example, when I drag cost to the color drop zone, it does not show the cost for the items, but rather it gives me a background color based on the cost. Because Overarmor has the lightest yellow cell, I can instantly tell that it is the highest cost of my displayed items. I can also still see the sales numbers as well. I can easily move cost over background filter, and another series of options for the background colors become available. By dropping on value quartiles, I can see how each cell compares to each other for sales with respect to cost. We can also add a measure to size. This will adjust the font in the grid to display the largest value by using the biggest font. Now let's drag another chip to rows. Let's move it above our other one. To do this, simply drag and drop, then place chip on the row drop zone. We can see the grid update. To clean things up, we can move one of our chips to filters. Filter chips slice our analysis. We can click on our filter menu to see additional options. We will select drop down. Then when adjusted, we see the report update. If we change our report to a bar chart, we see the options in the drop zone change. Drop zones automatically switch to trellising. Again, Pyramid uses intelligence behind the scenes and move the chips for us. We can move some chips around, like cost to color, from product subcategory to categories. We now have categories which align to our y-axis and our values which align to the x-axis. We can move cost back to our values drop zone and our filter measure for values onto horizontal trellising to see a chart for each of the members. When we scroll, we can see the list. We can further enhance our analysis by adding information to the tooltip. The tooltip will add content to a pop-up dialog box. For example, we can add a measure to our tooltip. When we hover over the bars, we can see the dialog box pop up with our information that includes all of the measures on this report, including our tooltip item. These menu items change based on the selected visualization type. Just as with earlier grid examples, users can adjust color options by selecting the color menu options to expand a host of color display options. For example, in a column or bar chart, users can select the color menu to choose options like linear, average, and rank quartiles to provide enhanced viewing for one or more measures. As we explore other chart types, we can see the drop zones update for each visualization so that users can create deeper analysis. Geospatial views allow you to control size and color to control what gets displayed on the map. You can drag and drop items into the geospatial menu for items such as latitude, longitude, or location to the geography area for display. You can drag hierarchies or measures to color the display on the map. You can drag measures such as sales to size to display circles of varying sizes based on the number for that measure in that region. In this video, we covered interactions with drop zones in Discover. We have also explored the variations of drop zones for different visualization types. This concludes the getting started with pyramid video on drop zones.